going to show you how to turn this block of expanded cocoa coir into a biofungicide inoculated super soil that'll really get your seedlings a hell of a start. I got tons of information in this video, so stay. Alright, you're probably wondering what this thing is and what I'm doing down here with it. What this is a mini tea brewer that I make. You can make them in, trash cans and brew up lots of tea. Traditionally what they are is just a bucket with an air stone. Except with this, I take it to the next level. I add an aquarium, or just a regular pump, PVC pipe, and I have this tea here. It comes off. I got holes drilled in the bottom, so it kind of creates like a sheet of water at an angle, and it causes the water to rotate and spin around. And I'm going to brew up essentially the water that I'm going to use to expand the cocoa for my seeds in this, because I can brew up bacteria that protects the seeds from permethrium, root rot. I can also introduce some enzyme producing bacteria that helps break down the little bit of nutrients that we added. So, also if you're wondering what this is just connected to an air pump, and it pushes air up. The reason I don't have it on is because it's quite noisy and it's a little noisy, hard to talk over. I've also got a aquarium pump set. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some vitamin C powder and dechlorinate this water. Now when I filled this bucket up, I put 3 gallons in. Now the cocoa blocks generally take about 2, maybe a little more than 2 gallons. But I like to have a little extra to compensate for evaporation. So I'm going to add a little bit of that in. Again, vitamin C crystals. Helps take any bit of chlorine out of the water, and that in turn, just a little bit, not much, and that in turn will help the bacteria grow because the chlorine will kill off the bacteria. So I'm going to take that out of the water. I'm also going to run the heater in here, and that's going to heat up the water a little bit, and then let it run for a couple hours, and all the chlorine will have burned off, and it should be at a good temperature that we can start adding the bacteria. Alright, it's been about maybe an hour or 2. Just the water's been circulating. It's had the vitamin C powder in there, and let's check the temps real quick. About 83 degrees and climbing with that aquarium heater in there. So it's a nice temperature. First thing that I'm going to add is the Revitalize. What that's going to do is introduce the bacteria that permethrium and root rot does not like. Again, you don't need a lot of it. I'm just going to say, pipe it, suck up a couple milligrams or so. Maybe a little more. That away, and just the warm water will incubate it. Next up is the SLF 100. What that does is it's an enzyme product that helps break down all of the amendments in the soil, and it just makes the nutrients that's in the soil a little bit more available. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball off maybe 2 or 3 tablespoons or teaspoons, I mean. Not an exact science. And I will see you outside when I mix this up. This is the expanded cocoa block. I'm just gonna set it in a bucket or some kind of container. What I generally do with these is I wash them out and then I spray them with hydrogen peroxide and then wash them out again, and that's gonna kill any potential bacteria that's in here, any funguses. And the reason I do that, and I use hydrogen peroxide and not bleach or some other disinfectants, is hydrogen peroxide breaks down into essentially water. So if it doesn't leave any kind of residue that could harm this good bacteria inoculated water that's inoculated with the biofungicide. So rather than expanding it with just water or hose water, I'm gonna just add this. Generally for these blocks, it should say on there how much water it takes. I always like to brew a little bit more because it does evaporate overnight when you brew it. So I'm gonna add that now. Okay, I've got it broken up pretty good. I'm just taking this flathead shovel and just kind of breaking it up. Once it starts to absorb water, it'll start to kind of break apart pretty easy, but you still gotta really just mash it to pieces. Once you get it broken apart pretty good, just add your amendments. I'm gonna add some worm castings here. Again, don't need to add very much. The worm castings are really good. Next, I'm going to add some alfalfa meal. That's going to be a really good source of tricantanol, which is a really awesome growth stimulant. Not too much. Then I'm going to add some kelp meal. And what kelp is essentially seaweed extract, and it's got tons of cytokines and all kinds of growth stimulants. Mix that in nice and good. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of the uprising, not much, because it's just supposed to be a seed starting mix. That's maybe half a cup, approximately. Now I'm going to add my insect frass. What this is essentially just insect shit. And what this is going to do is going to make the seedlings think that there's insects around. They will in turn develop an enhanced immune system because of it. So a little bit of that. And it does have some nutritional properties to it. So I'm just going to mix that up, mix all those amendments in. And if you're going to use amendments in your seed starting mix, let it cook. Let it cook, let it cook, let it cook. I've been saying that on this channel forever. But definitely let it cook, mix it in good. Especially that alfalfa meal, it needs to break down. So just sit here and just kind of work it in. Real good. So you're gonna get a workout with this. Just kind of till it up all to one side. And then just kind of push it around. Let this cook for a couple weeks, maybe a month. I'm doing mine in the fall, and so what that's gonna do is give me tons of time all fall and winter for these amendments to break down and become very available. Get those insect fraßes, the worm castings, all the beneficial bacteria. I would re-inoculate it with the expanded Brood Revitalize. Uh-oh. Lost a little cocoa there. Now you can buy Fox Farm Coco Loco, and I've used it, but I honestly prefer this. A lot better for starting seeds. And if you can add perlite to it. But for season cuttings, like if you wanted to root a cutting, it's not really necessary. Alright, I'd say that's pretty well mixed up. So now all I do is just put the lid on, set it aside for a couple weeks, let all these amendments break down, and I should have myself a really killer biofungicide inoculated seed starting mix.